How long does a divorce typically take in New York? That is almost always the first question I get when a new client is calling to discuss retaining me. And the answer is, I don't know. The answer is it takes as long as it takes for the two of you to come to an agreement. Now, if two parties come to me for an uncontested divorce, meaning they agree on everything, we're just reducing it to a writing and having a little financial exchange, it could take as long as it takes for that county to process the paperwork. As quick as 3 months, as long as 6 or 9 months. If you're going through a knockdown, drag-out custody battle, somebody has a business and we have to value it, and you agree on nothing, you could be looking at years in court. What are the legal steps in a divorce? Well, it starts out with filing. You file a summons and an accusatory instrument called a complaint. It alleges that you're seeking a divorce and the reasons you're seeking a divorce and the relief that you wish, like custody, division of assets, assessing what the debts are. Next, we enter into a period of discovery. It's mandatory, where parties have to exchange certain financial documents related to their individual lives, their debt, and we look at those and analyze what the assets are, what the debts are, and how we could split those up. Lastly, if we don't agree after discovery to resolve the action and how we're going to resolve it, you then go to a trial. And depending on the judge, that trial would be consecutive days, or it could be a day 1 month and a day and 2 months later, and it could take quite some time. And at the end of that, you have a resolution, either a settlement or you have a judgment of divorce where that judge will issue a written decision, how assets are divided, how custody is decided, and then you are finished and you would be legally divorced. What type of documents do you typically need for court? This is all about discovery and evidence. It's your financial documents, your mandatory disclosure, and it's evidence if you're in a custody battle of what makes you the better parent, what's in the best interest of the child. It could be text messages, emails. It could be videos of some very poor behavior. There's a lot that goes into it. And frankly, it's not always the same for every case. If one party doesn't disclose their financials, we're sending subpoenas to banks. We're sending subpoenas to crypto companies now. We may be getting evidence from schools or doctors. And that whole point from day one is building what your evidence is to be submitted to a court should we have to come to a trial if we can't reach an agreement. What is mediation and how could it potentially speed up a divorce? I'll say this about mediation. I think mediation is great, but it's great for people who are already almost there. They agree on almost everything. It does not work in a contentious setting. Mediation works for like-minded people who want to proceed amicably. In my opinion, it will not assist you if there's a custody battle. If you two are fighting and can't agree on joint custody, mediation is not for you. Again, mediation is for people who are saying to each other, look, it's over, we have respect, we're going to go our separate ways. We've worked out custody, we just can't figure out how to evenly split up our assets and we need some assistance. If people are going there saying, I'm keeping my pension, I'm keeping my retirement, you get nothing, mediation's not for you, at least not yet. It could be down the road. If you have any questions about what to expect in a New York divorce court, call us at the Sklavos Law Group.